Hello friends, this is Swati Martanda Chatur working as Assistant Professor at Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj, Nashik. In this video, I will focus on protection and deprotection of functional groups in organic synthesis. When molecule contains two functional groups where one is more reactive than the other, and if we want to do reaction over the less reactive functional group in presence of more reactive functional group, then it is somewhat impossible because reagent will prefer to react towards the more reactive functional group, but with the help of one phenomenon we can do this called as protection and deprotection. That means when one functional group is protected, that is the more reactive functional group, then reaction will easily carried out over the less reactive functional group, that is called chemoselectivity. That means the reactant containing two or more functional group, at that time one functional group is preferentially reacted than the other. Here we have one example in which there are two functional group and it is reacted with the mild reducing reagent NaBH4, then we get this product. But I want the product like this, then I do the protection over this aldehydic group, then we stop the reactivity of this aldehydic group is temporarily. This is the first step, that is called protection. Then we do the same reaction like here reduction with the NaBH4 is easily carried out over this ketone and we get our desired product is like this. That means what is protection? When a chemical reaction is to be carried out selectively at one reactive site in a multifunctional compound, other reactive site must be temporarily blocked. Like this. Here RFG is our initial molecule which is the more reactive. When it gets protected, it looks like RFGPG, which is our unreactive, or we can also say the masked functional group. This is simply the protection of the more reactive functional group. Here are some examples of the protection, but the protection and deprotection are nothing but two extra steps which can be decreases the percent yield of reaction. Hence, as possible as we try to avoid this. The protection and deprotection are the two non-productive steps. Therefore, we try to avoid these two steps. Here are some examples. In first example, there are two acidic protons and if we react this molecule with the base, it will easily abstract the proton over this oxygen and there is a formation of this negative charge, and another molecule of base is reacted, then there is a formation of negative charge over this carbon atom and the anion form last is reacted first. Therefore, if we react this molecule with the ethyl iodide in one equivalent, that means only this negative charge is attacked over this ethyl iodide and we got this as a product. That means here this is the protection of this hydrogen with the help of ethyl iodide and after protonation we got this product. This is our desired product. In next example, there are two functional group ester and ketone. The ketone is more reactive than the ester and here the reactant is Grignard reagent, that is phenyl magnesium bromide, and in a product there are two times the reaction over this ester, that is the tertiary alcohol in this product. That means the phenyl magnesium bromide is reacted twice with this ester group, but it is somewhat impossible because the ester is less reactive than the ketone. Therefore, this reaction cannot be possible because the Grignard reagent will preferentially reacted over this ketone and we got the product with this ketonic group. That means this is the impossible, but we got this product with the help of protection and deprotection. That means the more reactive functional group can be protected, then and then only the phenyl magnesium bromide is reacted with this less reactive functional group and we got our desired product. That means temporarily we block the reactivity of this ketone temporarily with the help of protection. Here for protection of ketone we use the diol in presence of acid. This is the protected form of this ketone, and then we do the reaction of this ester molecule with the two equivalents of phenyl magnesium bromide, and after hydrolysis we got our desired product. This is the importance of protection. The protecting group must fulfill the following requirements. It should be cheap and commercially available. It is easily and efficiently introduced in the reactant. Then it should not created any stereogenic center. Then it is stable throughout the reaction and it is easily removed, means easily deprotected. Generally, which functional groups need to protect? The more reactive functional group such as hydroxyl groups, because in hydroxyl group oxygen carries two lone pairs of electron, or aldehyde and ketones it is containing electron deficient carbonyl group. Then amines, because nitrogen contains lone pair. Then carboxylic acid, because it have the acidic proton and also the electron deficient carbonyl group. Therefore these functional group are need to protect. So let's discuss one by one. First, the protection of hydroxyl group. It can be done by 5 ways. The hydroxyl group is converted into simple ether, then alkoxy ether, then silyl ether, then acetal or esters. In case of simple ether, the hydroxyl group can be converted into methyl ether, then benzyl ether, then paramethoxybenzyl ether, 2-naphthyl methyl ether or trityl ether. And in case of alkoxy ether, the OH group is converted into methoxymethyl ether, that is MOM, or methoxy-ethoxymethyl ether, that is called MEM, or benzoloxymethyl ether, that is called BOM. In case of silyl ether, the alcohol is converted into first TMS, that is trimethyl silyl ether, then TES, that is triethyl silyl ether, or TIPS, that is triisopropyl silyl ether, TBDMS, that is tertiary butyl dimethyl silyl ether or tertiary butyl diphenyl silyl ether. In case of acetal, this is the THP, that is tetrahydropyrene, or the hydroxyl group is converted into ester by means of acetyl chloride. By using acetyl chloride, the ROH group is converted into ester, or it can be done with the help of anhydride or pivalloates. Now let's start with ethers. First, methyl ether. In case of methyl ether, the OH can be converted into methyl ether by using diazomethane or NaH in presence of methyl iodide and THF, and it can be deprotected by means of Lewis acid or this type of reagent. This reaction have one drawback, because the deprotection cannot be easily done except the phenol. Here are some example. This is the formation of methyl ethers by using the NaH. First, the abstraction of this proton and then the negative charge over this oxygen can be reacted with this methyl iodide, and we got this ether. This is the methyl ether, and For D protection, there is a acidic workup and we got the D protected, that is the alcohol. In this case, there are two protected OH groups are present, that this is methyl ether and this is the benzyl oxy ether. But the D protection can be done by this Lewis acid. It can be only deprotect this OMe group into OH, not the OBZ group. This is remains same. The next one is benzyl ether. In benzyl ether, the OH can be converted into benzyl ether by using KH in presence of THF is reacted with the benzyl chloride and it can be cleaved by reducing reagent. This is the H2PtO2 or LiNH3. This is stable under both acidic and basic conditions and towards a wide variety of oxidizing and reducing reagents. This is the simple alcohol. It can be converted into benzyl ether with the help of NaH in presence of benzyl bromide, and this is the methods for the catalytic hydrogenalysis for deprotection, and this is the deprotection of benzyl ether into this alcohol. The next, protection of alcohol by means of para-methoxybenzyl ether. In this case, the para-methoxybenzoyl chloride is reacted with this alcohol and we got this para-methoxybenzyl ether. This is the protected form of this alcohol and it can be done with the help of KH in presence of THF is reacted with this para-methoxybenzyl chloride, and deprotection can be done with the help of reducing reagent like H2PtO2, then LiNH3 can. Another way is 2-naphthyl methyl ethers. In this case, here this is the protected form of OH into 2-naphthyl methyl ether and it can be deprotected by means of H2PtO2. Here we have another, the benzyl ether. This is the protection of OH by means of benzyl ether, but it cannot be deprotected by means of H2PDC. H2PDC is only deprotects the 2-naphthyl methyl ether. That means this is the OH deprotected form of 2-NAP, and the 2-naphthyl methyl ethers, it can be formed by the reaction of 2-chloromethyl naphthalene in presence of KH, and cleavage can be done with the hydrogenolysis. Then the next one is trityl ether. The structure of trityl ether is triphenyl methyl and formation can be done in trityl chloride. The trityl ethers are selectively used for the primary alcohols because the primary alcohol having the less steric hindrance. Therefore, it can be easily reacted with this trityl chloride and we got this the trityl ether, and it can be deprotected by means of mild acids. Here are some example. This is the secondary alcohol, this is primary alcohol, and if we want the protection with this trityl ether, that means the trityl chloride, then only the primary alcohol can be reacted with this trityl chloride and there is a protection of this alcohol into this trityl ether and it can be cleaved by the acid or hydrogenolysis. Here there are 3 OH groups can be here there are 3 protected groups of OH into OBZ, OTBS and O-trityl, that is trityl ether, but only the trityl ether can be cleaved by means of acid or hydrogenolysis. Then the protection of alcohols by using alkoxy ether. The protection of alcohol by using alkoxy ether, it can be done with the help of MOM, that is methoxymethyl ether, and MEM, that is the methoxy-ethoxymethyl ether. And the methoxymethyl ether can be obtained by the reaction of alcohol with the methoxymethyl chloride in presence of NaH, THF, and it can be fluid by the Lewis acid. These methoxy methyl ethers are stable to base and the mild acid, and the methoxy-ethoxymethyl ether can be obtained by the reaction of alcohol with the methoxy-ethoxymethyl chloride with the base in presence of THF, and these are also stable to base and mild acid. Here one example, in this alcohol is converted into methoxymethyl ether and it can be deprotected by the ZnBr2. Then also the third type is benzoxymethyl ether. In this case, the formation of alcohol into the benzoxymethyl ether, it can be done with the help of benzoxymethyl chloride, and it can be deprotected by means of these reducing reagents. Here one example in which there are 3 alcohols can be protected by means of MEM, MOM and BOM, but the deprotection can be done with this H2PtO2 is only this BOM group is deprotected by means of reducing reagent, not the MEM and MOM, and with the Lewis acid only the MEM and MOM groups are deprotected, not this BOM. In next lecture we are going to start the protection of alcohols by using the silyl ethers. I hope you understand. Thank you.